All right, this question, Mike, what is the difference between the most successful leaders and the least successful leaders? Well, it's probably a few differences. I'll give you the biggest one. So the reality of it is we know as leaders, business owners, and so on, that problems are going to happen. You're going to experience challenges, whether something like a global pandemic, or you just get some bad news, or there's a misfire in your organization, or whatever it is. It is inevitable. And in fact, as you grow, you will have more and more and more and more problems. They'll just be different ones, right? So I've yet to meet anybody who has a complete absence of problems or challenges, if you will, right? So as you grow your business and you grow your law firm, you're going to experience more and more and more challenges. And the difference between the leaders that are the most successful versus the ones that are the least successful will always come down to how they respond, because there's like two different responses to any challenge, any problem, or anything that arises. So when you look at the least successful people, they get stuck on problems. These problems bury them. They get bogged down in them. They say, well, why me? How could this be? It's problem after problem after problem. There's not that, not only is there not that pain tolerance, not that stress tolerance. The most successful people are able to navigate any problem that comes their way in their business, and they're able to succeed in spite of them. So they're able to see when things get off track, they can get them back on track. When they're dealing with 10 problems at the same time, they're able to kind of navigate their organization through all that. So whether it's, supporting another member of their team, working with a client, whatever it is, they're able to resolve any issue that comes their way. And through that problem solving, the consistency of problem solving, they make progress, and then the business grows. So it's just recognizing the fact that problems are inevitable. Challenges are inevitable, and as you grow, you only get more of them. That is not, I'll even save you, a lifetime of frustration and believing that there's a point in which you reach where there's no more challenges and there's no more problems. The only way to get there, actually, if you did want that, truthfully, would be to stop growing. So if you were saying that, like, we do not want to grow, but then, technically you'd have another problem, because once you stop growing, you'd have the challenges of how do you remain competitive, and then, how do you keep the business from not going backwards, and so on. So that creates a problem in and of itself. So the biggest difference between the most successful leaders and the least successful leaders does not have to do with the number of problems that they face, but it comes down to how they respond to any challenge that comes their way, to them personally, within their organization, whatever it is, that they're able to succeed in spite of it. They always find a way to win.